What happens when a young boy falls in love with his neighbor who's twice his age? Let's begin. The movie opens with a boy named Adam, who is shown in his school. Adam was a mischievous kid. That day, he teased one of his friends by pointing at another boy and saying, "That guy's calling you gay, and there's nothing you can do about it." Not that you could do anything anyway. Hearing this, Adam's friend got furious and taught the other boy a lesson, but his anger still wasn't gone, so he ended up starting a fight with Adam too. The fight got so intense that one of Adam's teeth broke. Now Adam was enraged and started hitting his friend back. The other boys stood around, enjoying the fight. The commotion got so out of hand that a teacher had to step in. Since this was a Catholic school, their teachers were nuns. Both boys were punished by being separated from the rest of the class and made to study alone. Adam felt terrible about his broken tooth. His friend was also still very upset with him because, in his eyes, Adam was the reason the fight had happened. Deep down, Adam too felt that picking a fight with his friend was a mistake. He even tried apologizing, but his friend ignored him and walked away. Later, Adam went home with his broken tooth. He tried sticking it back in place with glue, but failed. While at home reading a magazine, his attention was suddenly drawn to his neighbor, a woman named Catherine. That day, Catherine had invited a man over and was being affectionate with him. Adam noticed she wasn't wearing much, and seeing her awakened new feelings of love and desire inside him. But when Catherine saw Adam, she quickly shut her window. Adam was nervous. He had never spoken to her before. He knew he shouldn't be in love with her, but he couldn't stop thinking about Catherine. That night, he carried her image into the bathroom, where he indulged in his imagination until his parents suddenly called for him, snapping him out of it. The next day at school, Adam couldn't focus. His mind kept drifting back to the image of Catherine from the night before. When he returned home, he tried to catch a glimpse of her again. Catherine was a lonely woman. Her husband had passed away. Because of this, Adam began secretly observing her house, trying to see who came in and who left. Adam couldn't get Catherine out of his mind. Whenever he didn't see her, he grew restless and would try to catch a glimpse of her through his binoculars. One day, when Catherine didn't appear at all, Adam panicked. He noticed a postman leaving a letter at her house. Unable to resist, he sneaked inside Catherine's home to look for her. She wasn't there, but he did find the letter. It was from President Kennedy, filled with affectionate words. Seeing it broke Adam's heart, but there was nothing he could do. He quickly placed the letter back into the mailbox and left. Still, he couldn't stop longing for Catherine, so he kept secretly watching her house. But Catherine was nowhere to be found. As Adam stepped outside, Catherine suddenly appeared at a distance and caught sight of him. She walked straight over and asked, "What were you doing inside my house?" Adam scrambled for an excuse. He said, "I was actually looking for you. I need some money because I have to go on a trip, so I thought if you need help, I can work for you in exchange for pay." Catherine invited him inside and asked what kind of work he could do. Adam humbly replied that he could handle anything, gardening, cleaning, or whatever else she needed. Catherine had been living alone for a long time, and loneliness had worn her down. She decided to hire Adam as her gardener. Inside the house, Adam noticed a photograph of Catherine with President Kennedy. He stared at it in amazement. Catherine explained, "He's my friend." Adam was stunned. Being friends with the president was no small thing. He remembered how excited his mother had been once when she had the chance to meet President Kennedy. Later, Adam returned home. Now that he had a job, his face lit up with a smile. This was the perfect opportunity for him to be closer to Catherine. That night, Adam once again tried to spy on her. He saw her standing by the window and quickly snapped a picture of her. As he admired her from afar, someone else arrived to meet Catherine. Adam watched in shock as the man walked into her house. Taking more pictures, Adam realized with disbelief it was none other than President John F. Kennedy himself. At some point, Adam drifted off to sleep without even realizing it. The next morning, Adam went to school. He ran into a girl named Faith. She was very beautiful, and Adam couldn't help but be captivated by her looks. Trying to act bold, Adam said, "Why don't you come over to my house someday?" Faith, with a teasing smile, replied, "And what exactly would I do at your house?" Adam quickly made up an excuse. "We'll just listen to some recordings." Just then, his teacher showed up, grabbed him by the ear, and dragged him away. Later, after school ended, Adam went to Catherine's house to work as her gardener. Inside, he saw many of Catherine's paintings. Teasing her, Adam said, "All I see here are just colors. There aren't any faces or people in these paintings." Catherine calmly replied, "See whatever you want in them. It doesn't matter to me." Then she took him outside to her garden. It was a beautiful garden, but Catherine admitted she didn't like it and wanted to change it. Adam understood what he needed to do and got to work. A little while later, Catherine came over to him, looking cheerful. Adam couldn't hold back and said, "You look really beautiful." Catherine just laughed at his comment and walked away. After finishing his work, Adam went home. His clothes were dirty, and when his parents asked why, he told them he had been at Catherine's house working as her gardener. Hearing this, Adam's mother grew uneasy. Catherine had a reputation, and she didn't like the idea of her son working there. She warned him, "That woman isn't right for you. She's not like us. Her character isn't good." Adam defended himself, saying, "But you were the one who told me I should try to earn some money." His father added, "Working is fine, but make sure you take your pay from her. Otherwise, she might not even give it to you." That night, when Adam went to bed, he couldn't resist peeking out his window toward Catherine's house. He noticed several expensive cars parked outside. Suspicious, he grabbed his binoculars, and his suspicions were confirmed. President Kennedy was inside Catherine's house. The sight crushed Adam, leaving him upset. The following day, after school, Adam returned to work in the garden. Still in a bad mood from the night before, he confronted Catherine. "You said the president was just your friend, but I saw him at your house last night." Catherine grew angry. "You should just stick to your work. And remember, no one must ever know about the president." Adam had already heard from his family that Catherine once had a son. Curious, he asked her about him. Catherine's face fell as she replied sadly, "He would have been about your age by now. He looked a lot like you. But he's no longer in this world." Catherine saw Adam almost like the son she had lost. But to Adam, that didn't feel right. It wasn't what he wanted. Later, Catherine left her home and went to meet a man named Luthien, a fixer who arranged clients for her. After meeting with Luthien, Catherine said she no longer wanted to see the president. She didn't want the world to find out about her relationship with him. Meanwhile, at school, Adam ran into Faith. She invited him to her house that evening. Adam saw it as a golden opportunity. That evening, after finishing his work, Adam went over to Faith's house. Faith was very happy to see him. Since her parents weren't home, the two of them sat together and listened to music. Soon, the mood shifted, and Faith leaned in and kissed Adam. But in the middle of it, Adam's glued-in tooth came loose. Faith was disgusted. She pulled back and said, "First go and get your tooth fixed, then we can meet again." Heartbroken, Adam returned home. His parents finally learned the truth about his tooth, that he had broken it in a fight. They were deeply upset. Adam himself didn't know what to do, so he wandered over to Catherine's house. But the door was locked. Peering through the window, Adam saw a party going on inside. Just as he was looking in, Catherine's boyfriend caught him by the window. Angrily, he told Adam, "I could have you thrown in jail for this kind of behavior." He dragged Adam inside to Catherine and told her that he'd been spying on her through the window. But Catherine brushed it off, saying, "There's nothing wrong with that." Hearing this, her boyfriend lost his temper. "I know what kind of woman you are. I know who you've been having affairs with." Catherine shot back, "Mind your own business." But the boyfriend snapped, "I know you're having an affair with the president." And with that, he stormed out. That boyfriend's name was Graham. The next day, Graham met with Luthien, while Adam secretly followed and spied on them. A third man also joined them, a doctor. All three were upset with Catherine. They discussed what should be done about her. Graham said Catherine keeps a diary. In it, she records everything she does with her clients. "That diary is a risk for all of us. She could use it to ruin my company and destroy us." Hearing this, Adam sneaked back into Catherine's house to search for the diary. Catherine wasn't home at the time. Somehow Adam found it. Flipping through the diary, he realized Catherine had written down everything about her life. Suddenly, Catherine returned with another man. Adam quickly hid, and from his hiding spot, he saw them being intimate right in front of him. After the man left, Catherine said softly, "Adam, I know you're here. You don't need to hide." Adam stepped out and apologized to her. Catherine explained, "It's wrong to interfere in someone else's life. Don't ever do this again." Adam then revealed Graham was meeting with two men outside. They were plotting something about your diary. Catherine calmly replied, "Don't worry, I'll handle everything." Ashamed of his actions, Adam left Catherine's house. Later, he went to a party. At the party, Adam and Faith slipped away from the crowd to be alone. Adam told her, "I got my tooth fixed." They kissed, but only moments later, Faith suddenly felt uncomfortable. She left the room, stormed out of the party, and went home. When Adam returned home, he heard loud music blasting from Catherine's house. Curious, he went over and saw Catherine standing outside in the rain, soaking wet. Adam didn't know why. When he approached, Catherine took him inside. She poured drinks for both of them and offered him one. Adam, still frustrated from not being intimate with Faith earlier, was eager to kiss Catherine, but she stopped him. Instead, they began began painting together. Soon, their playfulness with paint turned into laughter, and it almost felt like they were beginning to like each other. But how real that was remained to be seen, because nearby, Graham was secretly watching everything through the window. After painting, Catherine fell asleep. Before leaving, Adam quietly took her diary and brought it home with him. The next morning, Adam's mother went to his room to wake him. She found his clothes covered in paint. Furious, she realized he had spent the entire night at Catherine's place. She confronted her husband, saying, "Go talk to Catherine right now. Tell her to leave Adam alone. He doesn't need to be working for her anymore." Adam's father agreed and went to Catherine's house. There, he ran into Luthien, who already knew why he had come and also knew about the transfer. Finally, Adam's father spoke with Catherine, asking her not to give Adam any more work. Catherine promised him, "From now on, I'll never meet Adam again." When Adam came home, his father got angry with him. He told Adam's mother that there was a man with Catherine who knew Adam's name, and he seemed very dangerous. He feared their son might be in trouble. He then went to Adam and warned him, "From now on, you'll come straight home after school, and you will never meet Catherine again." That night, Adam opened the diary and began reading it. In it, he discovered everything about President Lucien and Graham. Upset by this, Catherine headed toward the White House. When she tried to enter, a guard stopped her. She asked for permission to go inside, but the guard denied her. Realizing what she needed to do, Catherine turned back, sad and dejected. The next day at school, Adam saw Faith kissing another student. He couldn't stand the sight. It bothered him deeply. Just then, the shocking news spread through school. The president had died. Adam quickly broke the news to all his friends. Later, he rushed to Catherine's house to tell her. By now, Catherine's garden had been completely redone. Adam told her about the president's death. Hearing this, Catherine was devastated. She began crying uncontrollably. Adam tried to comfort her. Through tears, Catherine said, "It wasn't my fault." Resting her head on Adam's shoulder, she kept weeping. Adam tried to take advantage of the moment, but Catherine refused and asked him to leave. Adam went home, where he found his mother also crying over the president's death. Mother and son comforted each other in their grief. The next morning, Catherine noticed her notebook was missing. After searching, she realized Adam must have taken it, so she went to his house. But Adam's mother stopped her at the door, refusing to let her see him. Catherine said, "Adam has my diary. Please ask him to return it," and then walked away. Later, Graham came to meet Catherine at her house. He pleaded with her, "Please, give me the diary. You'll be much safer if you do." Catherine, torn and confused, didn't know how to respond. She finally told Graham, "When we first became friends, you were different from everyone else. But now you've completely changed." Graham told Catherine, "None of this was your fault. The president's death was bound to happen." He apologized and said, "Let's forget our old lives and start fresh. We'll go far away from all of this and begin again." Catherine, weary and broken, finally agreed. Meanwhile, at school, Adam was sent to church to confess his sins. There, Catherine showed up pretending to be Adam's aunt. She whispered to him, "Adam, give me that diary. I'm leaving this place." Shocked, Adam asked, "Would you love me?" Catherine kissed him gently and confirmed, "Yes, I do love you." She explained she was leaving for India, hoping to find love and family there, the things she had been denied all her life. "But I don't even know the language," she admitted tearfully. Adam promised her he would bring the diary that evening. They looked at each other with tear-filled eyes. When Adam got home, he saw his father with Lucien. Panic rushed through him. What about Catherine's diary? He ran upstairs, only to find his room torn apart. The diary was gone. His father confessed Lucien had already taken it. That's when Adam realized his father was working with Lucien. Furious, Adam demanded the diary back, reminding his father he had promised Catherine he'd return it to her. Adam rushed to Catherine's house, only to find Lucien burning the diary. Lucien looked at him and said coldly, "Catherine's lost her mind. Whatever you read in that diary, it's better if you never tell anyone." Desperate, Adam asked, "Where is she?" Lucien smirked and said, "At the place you two planned to meet." Adam immediately realized Lucien had done something terrible to her. Running to the stairs, Adam found Catherine lying there lifeless. He collapsed beside her, crying, then gently closed her open eyes. When he turned around, Adam's eyes welled with grief. At that moment, Graham arrived. Seeing Catherine's fate, he was overcome with rage, but he couldn't do anything to stop Lucien. After Catherine's death, Adam was shattered. At school, he isolated himself, while Adam carried his shame and grief in silence. One day at home, Adam received a courier package sent by Catherine before her death. Inside were pieces of a painting. As he assembled them, he realized it was a portrait of himself, drawn lovingly by her hand. It hit him like a storm. Catherine had truly loved him. She had planned to confess it to him the very day she died, but fate hadn't allowed it. Holding the painting, Adam wept. Catherine had been the only one who never betrayed him. And with that, the story came to an end.